welcome back to the Nifty Scrapbooker. I am so excited to show you this part of this new release from Outlaws Dies, which I am a part of, the design team, and also part of the company. These are two new 12-inch border sets. This one is called Serenity Waves, and this is called Strips and Ribbons. And I'm going to show you how to use these to create a fun layout today that I'm just so excited to talk to you about. Serenity Waves is along our line of our other wave border lines. These have a special connection with another companion set that I'll be showing you at a different video. But we'll be using that one today. But this is the one I really want to talk about, is our Strips and Ribbons. Basically, you get 6 dies. You get 2 of this die, 2 of this die, and 2 of this die. So, this one is a stitched die. So if I'll show you that real closely, you can see how it does stitching lines. The second one does a pierced border to your paper. And this is the one that we'll be using today. And I will show you what that one. People said it looks like teeth. It looks like all kinds of things they've come up with. They didn't quite know what this border is, but I'll show you the magic of that border in a second. First, I want to show you this piece of paper here. Let's see if I can get it focused up on the screen really well. I don't know if that's focusing for you or not, but that shows you the stitch line and the pierced line on that paper. But it's this one that's really stolen the show. And a lot of us like to do these, you have a lot of pictures on your paper. You have a lot of pictures to go on that 12 by 12 sheet of paper. You know, like, how do I get all these pictures on? Sometimes we do what's called a film strip. And we buy these little film strips or I've seen film strip dies that has everything cut out. But you have these wee little pictures. Like this one. Like this one. Right here. Let me get some paper behind this so you can see this a little better. So it has all these little pictures and then it creates a great thing. Well, what this border does, it lets you create any size film strip that you want. This is actually the side of the film strip. So if I was to lay this down here, it fits right into those grooves there. That's my film strip. So I can make these are like 1.5 inches. I can make them even this size, which is a film strip for a 4x4 sheet of paper. So I have these 4x4s, and I've cut a little bit off the bottom, cut a little bit off the top to center them in here. But that is what this Strips and Ribbons is all about. And these dies do just this. So we're going to take these 2 pieces and some of our Serenity Waves and a journaling box, and we're going to put this together to make a great page today. All right? So let's get our Serenity Waves out here. These are the 3 pieces of paper I've chosen to use with Serenity Waves. This is part of a line from, let's see, I think it is, yes, it's Kiwi Lane's paper. And from one of their kits called My Guy. But we are going to start gluing these on top of each other. You see, they make a really nice, when you stack them together, they make a really nice wave border set. I just love that. That's beautiful. And with these masculine kind of papers that I have today, they're going to look wonderful with these film strips. So what we're going to do is first we're going to lay down this one. We're going to glue it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little different with my gluing on this, because we're going to do some tucking. So I'm going to bring some tape along the bottom and up a little bit, not too much, maybe not on this side at all. So we're going to lay this on here. That will hold it down. Basically, all you need is to hold it onto the paper when you have it in your book, so it doesn't have to be overly taped. But what I wanted to do is tuck some things in here. So we are going to do next, before we put these 2 Serenity Waves down, we're going to put this border right here, our film strip border. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and you can see the back of that paper. And we're going to take this and put it right at the top, right near the edge. Maybe I need to turn this sideways so I can see what I'm doing. And we'll glue that down. Because if it's a little short, we're going to have it covered. See, it's a little short at the bottom, but that's fine because we're going to be putting that next layer down. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tape the edge here and maybe put a tape and edge here and here. So what we can do is we can tuck, you can tuck your photo down in here. So we don't want to cover the way to tuck your photo there because that's our photo mat. And all I did was use a corner rounder on that. Creative Memories has a nice corner rounder. Crocodile has a corner rounder. So we're going to just leave this top open for some more tucking. So we're going to put this border down. As you see, that just covers that up a little bit at the bottom. So if you had a good picture with a good high photo, like people's faces, you can put them there. And then we're going to take our last border here. And we're going to do the same thing. We'll put a little on the edge of the border. And then along the bottom of the border. Because we're going to tuck some of these other film strips in here as well. And our journaling box. Can't forget our journaling box. Second most important part of a page in my book. And if you listen to my podcast, you'll hear us see a podcast named the second most important part of a scrapbook page. And you can always go over to any of your podcasts. I'm on Google and I'm on Apple podcasts, and you can just look me up as a Nifty Scrapbooker and find that podcast and find out more about the second most important part of a scrapbook page. Okay, we're going to tuck this one in. Let's see, tuck it in this one maybe. Let's see, I'll lose more photographs. Let's tuck it into this one, the bottom one. So we have one tucked into the bottom one. We'll have one tucked into the second one, and then we'll take our journaling strip, which I've done the same thing here. I didn't corner around the bottom. We're going to frame that like that, and we're going to tuck it in the middle behind the third. All right? So that's what we're going to do. So let's get this glued down. When gluing a film strip, you don't really need to worry about the edges. So just glue where the solid part is, and that will hold it on there for you. And we're going to tuck it in this little one right here. There we go, lift that up. And we're going to angle it a little bit, make it a little interesting. Because that little piece down there makes it look like the film strip goes on, but it doesn't have room for a photo. This does the same thing up here, but once again, it looks like you just cut the film strip. All right, let's get our last piece of our thing together here. Get our little journaling box together. Now what I'm going to do, since I'm going to tuck this, I'm going to put this flush along the bottom. Give that nice edge around there. As you see, this is a different color of lined cardstock. What we have in Creative Memories is we have a set of lined paper. You can buy it in white, in Spargo, and this is the natural. So I need to get underneath there. I know that's up. We'll take our little tool here and get underneath there so we can tuck this in here. All right, we can tuck that right underneath there, and there we have a place to journal. And if you have a title, you can place the title there. I haven't picked a title for this page because I don't know what I'm going to put on it yet. So we'll save that title for another day. But that's our great strips and ribbons set that we came out with. It's available for order now on outlawsdies.com and our Serenity Waves. So you'll want to check those out and go ahead and purchase them while they're still in stock. They were just released this week. So we'll let you see another video highlighting this Serenity Wave set with a special companion set that goes along with it, just in time for the holiday scrapbooking. We'll see you next time on The Nifty Scrapbooker.